All right, folks. This is the Partloadian podcast. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. This is Ryan.
What's going on, Ryan? Jimmy here.
And this is Mike here.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Mike.
Yeah,
Stepping
I
on your
introduced
toes.
myself. I can give you a chance.
Got a third mic going tonight, so this should be fun. So, how y'all doing this evening?
Doing good, doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right.
Pretty good.
Just a little bit more of that. Oh, yeah. You feel it, right? Yeah. All right, so classic.
I know. Well, the only reason I know what that is because you told me what it was. But it reminds me of it was a terrible. Well, it was a funny zombie movie. It was supposed to be serious, but it was the one where the zombies is like, send more paramedics, talking into the radio.
Oh,
yeah.
that was fucking Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah, that was a classic.
that one, Mike, I believe that was Friday the 13th 3 music, but
Yeah, I recognize that one right off the bat. I probably watched the movie a million times.
wouldn't that be the one with the bum in the road that they almost hit with the van, and he like holds up the eyeball and he's like, I found this.
I have warned thee.
Dude, every time I see that guy though, I gotta tell you, I can't help but think about the like crazy dude in Cannibal the Musical that's like, you're doomed. You're doomed.
No, I was gonna say, I think that there's a Friday the 13th where somebody pretty much just comes out and says it like that.
Oh,
if you
you're
go
doomed.
up there, you're all doomed.
There's always some psychopath.
or just off the wall crazy person ate too many plants off the ground.
But whatever happened to Crazy Ralph? He just kind of, he was in the first and second one. So he just kind of disappeared. What happened? Oh, he died. That's right.
I gotta tell you though, man, Jason though, he was creative a little bit with some of those kills, but then you end up like, oh, here's a different psychopath killing people at a camp, and watch sleepaway camp movies, and it's like, Jesus Christ. That shit make Jason blush. Jason ever use a latrine?
That was a thing that Jimmy and I were discussing. I think I brought up the subject of just like, hey, we were giving him different titles, but it's like, we have an all-time favorite horror movie, and then of course it's like, do you have one?
No, as a matter of fact, I don't. I guess different flavors of different things. Obviously, my iconic killer is Jason.
Yeah.
But, particularly,
Dude, it's like a really good album. You can't pick your favorite album. Sometimes it just depends. I mean, it's horror, but at the same time, there's so many flavors of horror. That are classics.
Well, and I mean, it would be an ever-changing thing because, I mean, unless you've seen every single horror movie, you would know what your favorite is. But I think the one, I mean, of course, yeah, like I said, favorite franchise, obviously Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
They had the biggest number of, well, not totally feasible. It didn't have to be. Where in like Halloween, they were trying to make it more feasible, explaining stuff, and it's like, okay, you kind of shit the bed on this one, where you got this guy and he's doing like sigils in the floor, and it's like, why can't he just be a unstoppable killer?
Yeah, no, and that's what I like is the, returning to the roots of everything, just a classic psychopath, and that's what I loved about Friday the 13th, the remake, is that they went back to that, just stuck with him being a psychopath.
And is that the Michael Bay one?
I think so.
Yeah.
You mean the one where the guy's like, your tits are stupendous, not stupid.
Yeah.
Your tits are stupid.
You said that yesterday. It was either yesterday or the day before.
It was stupendous. But
You said your tits are stupid.
But that's the one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that was a real good one. Really good.
Yeah, that's one that actually kind of it took a little bit of the well, you know, there's always that thing where it's like, you know, they're walking, or he's walking, they're running. Then all of a sudden he's morphed up on him fucking 30 feet in, you know, 2 seconds. And it's like, okay, well, he had the bells and stuff. Spoiler alert, everybody. If you haven't seen this movie, it's probably 10 years old. You should have watched it by now.
Shit.
Shit, closer to 15 years.
I was
old
about
now
to
at
say,
this point,
it's up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember laughing at that movie. That one was better than the fucking Nightmare remake.
Yeah, that's
I
for
never
sure.
even watched that. It just looked horrible from what I saw of it. I didn't like the way Freddy looked for that one.
Well, you know, it just ain't the same without Robert Englund. You know, and I mean, Freddy had a voice, so, and, you know, no mask. So there was a difference there, unfortunately. How many Jasons were there? 1,000? I don't know. There was a lot of fucking Jasons. There was a lot of shapes for Michael Myers, I believe.
Yeah,
So-
there was. And you know what's weird? It's like everybody likes to bring up Kane Hodder as Jason. I think it's just because his name's Kane Hodder.
Yeah.
I mean,
getting,
come on. We were always like, oh, it's Kane Hodder.
Oh,
what,
he could power
man,
walk.
which Jason was he? Oh, he was the one that takes Manhattan. Punches that dude's head off.
Yeah, he had it coming anyway.
That was a pretty good
Well,
scene. I mean, he
It
got
was,
it.
it
He
was.
got in
Oh,
a
that
number
dude's
of
all-
good swings.
And then he's just like,
But you know, in Jason Takes Manhattan, if you pay attention, there's this scene where you got the junkies in the alleyway and they got the needle, fucking, I guess, you know, dope or whatever's in it. But for one, it looks all yellowish and shit. But if you pay attention on one clip, it's like a clear, when they show it up close, it's a clear yellowish. And then when they have it later on, like on a real fast clip, you see it and it's literally like thick, like gloppy goop inside. Like it looks like a completely different substance inside there. It's like, you know, within a couple of seconds span, it's like, you know, some fucking cheesy shit.
how sweet would it have been if in like a tribute to like Reanimator and it was like that green glowing shit from Reanimator?
It's like, well, we're already turning this movie in a whole different direction, so why not? Half boat, half Manhattan as is, if you think about it.
Shit, I was gonna say it might be.
Three quarters
I was gonna
boat.
say, it might be 2/3 boat.
Oh yeah, and I bet you it wasn't even Manhattan. That shit was probably too much to do Manhattan. That shit was probably at like a strip mall in Jersey or
No.
something.
No, it was filmed in Canada.
Oh,
Yeah, dude, they filmed it in Canada. So they just tried to like shoot. There was supposed to be a bunch of different scenes with like him by like the fucking, you know, the Empire State Building and the fucking, you know, the Brooklyn Bridge. It was supposed to be all these fucking set pieces of him in New York. But they couldn't film any of that shit in New York. So they just made a city in Canada look as much like New York as they could.
Oh, we're gonna need more boat scenes.
Shit. He started off, he got on a boat. Then he took that boat to another boat.
Yeah, you know, that's right. That's
Yeah,
right. They
because
did start off
apparently-
on a small boat.
Because apparently Crystal Lake is attached to the ocean.
Which is, ironically, those two students were supposed to go that same boat. But they were on, as you said, different water. And somehow Jason just drifts off over to where they were supposed to be. What the fuck's going on? There's your teleportation.
Yeah.
Now, see, in terms of the walking slow and catching people fast, you know, and I know that's the thing now, but if you really look back on it, that didn't really get going where he just was walking until like 6.
Yeah.
'Cause
Once he was
think about-
dead. Once he
Yeah.
was dead,
Remember
it was
at the end
power
of part
walk
3
from
when
there.
his mask is ripped off and that bitch is on in the boat on the water and you see him come out of the fucking shed where he thought he was hanging and he's all like, ah, and he's like starts running. I was like, that's freaky as shit, man.
Well, you know, it's funny. Just like in the game Friday 13th, you can only run with Jason's part 2, 3, and 4, and as Roy part 5. But other than that, part 6, 7, and 8, Jason 9, Jason Goes to Hell, Jason, all those are only power walk Jasons, but they get
But I gotta
extra
tell you,
boosted abilities.
He's
on
got
other
a
shit.
hell of a power walk, man. When they show that shit where it's just him walking and they show the legs, you don't even see them fucking knees bend, man. That shit's just like it's like these straight fucking staffs covered in rubber.
Hitler Jason goose stepping.
I mean, part 2, he ran a lot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the one where
no,
he
part
wore
2,
the
he had that
fucking
pickaxe
axe.
running with that shit. He didn't give a fuck. Just think if he actually
Of
tripped
course
and
he
fell
didn't
on
give a fuck.
that
He was
shit.
running around with a fucking bag over his head.
I can see through this one little hole, which is probably, you gotta think about it. You got a second here. You're running, it's probably wobbling side to side, and he's running in the dark. Well, you can't see shit, man.
Yeah, and this was when he was still basically human. He
Yeah.
doesn't- he doesn't know. He doesn't know Crystal Lake that well.
But I'll tell you one thing: that face underneath the mask in part 2 was the real face of the guy that played as him. I forgot
really?
the name of the guy, but
No, I didn't know that.
Looked like the
Yeah.
guy who played Sloth in fucking Goonies.
Nice.
it might be the, watch, I'll sound like
Oh,
an idiot, and if I
Jesus
do, we're
Christ.
gonna edit that shit out. But let me see the name of the guy that played as
You
Jason
know what?
on part
Nah,
2.
do you know what? Don't bother.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just believe you and never research it at all. I'm
I
gonna
can
go around and
totally
I'm gonna
believe-
use that
I
as a
can
fact.
Because that
I'm like,
dude
"Same
was
dude."
big as shit and had a weird face, man.
Huh?
Yeah, I mean, I could see that though. It was that same time frame.
Oh, dude, Jason without the mask in part 2 was, to me, the creepiest looking one without the mask. And that was his actual face.
That was another part in Jason Takes Manhattan.
Yeah.
He fucks up like these hooligans fucking stereo.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, and then he just
Lifts up his mask. Yeah.
they
No.
just take off.
He did them a favor. He doesn't normally do that.
No. Oh yeah. The,
Yeah.
you could hear it.
Yeah, he was all
It's all
lubed up.
fucking nasty and shit.
And he never, well, to say unconventional. I mean, he's killed people with all different kinds of stuff. Mostly, it's like, you know, known for the machete,
Yep.
but fucking a belt around a tree.
Oh, yeah,
You know, pickaxes. I think he used a pitchfork in too.
Yep.
But then he also used some power tools, I think, a couple of times. Didn't he use like an electric like saw weed eater thing? And he was
Part
chasing,
7.
He was chasing somebody through the
Yeah.
woods with it.
He was chasing that dick ass doctor, though. The fucking.
Well, who's the killer in 5?
Oh,
No,
Roy.
Vic. Before I came here, I never had anything to do with me being an orphan and all. People always teased me about sitting around like some kind of pig or something. But here it's different. I can help others.
Oh yeah.
Do a lot of things. You know something? I really love it here. I hate it. To be perfectly
Made a
honest
good
with you,
Wolverine.
I never really chopped wood before, but it certainly looks like fun.
Barf.
Leave me alone!
Oh, this is where he's holding it, giving him that look.
Here, Vic, want a bite? I'll just put it over here. And later on, when you're hungry, you can have it. Well, if that's the way you feel, forget it, Vic. Just forget it. But I think you're really out of line.
Goddamn.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Oh, good old Vic. Good old Vic. He only got one kill in the movie.
Dude,
Just
we-
one.
We used to shit all over that movie, but I like it.
No,
the
that's
one
a good one. That's
the
a good
one with
one.
the Porta-John scene, dude. The dude with the Jerry
Oh,
curl
yeah.
and the fucking. There's somebody sticking the fucking like
baby,
sword through it and
ooh,
shit.
baby.
You remember that? That was. Yeah. Oh, what the
Yeah.
fuck going on?
The fake Michael Jackson dude.
Yeah.
Stop playing, bitch.
Yeah. He's like, what the fuck going on?
Damn enchiladas.
I think he went on and did other stuff too. I'm trying to remember that actor's name, but he went on and, you know, it wasn't much probably better than his, you know, portrayal in Friday the 13th, but I think he went on to do other stuff.
He was probably on Family Matters.
He
at
was
one
probably
point.
the biggest actor to come out of that franchise. Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Everybody forgets that he gets stabbed through that fucking mattress.
And
in
that's
the
a
first
classic
one, dude.
right there.
Yeah.
And that wasn't a machete, I believe. I believe that one was a spear underneath the
I was
bed.
gonna say, I was about to
think.
say sword again. I'm still thinking of
Actually,
Friday at
there's
5.
Corey Feldman.
Corey Feldman.
He ended up.
Nah,
being
I
pretty
would
good.
say Kevin Bacon's above.
No,
Corey
no. I
Feldman.
mean, if you're talking about who's the most successful, it's most likely Kevin Bacon. Or, damn, I know he didn't do much like in this fucking Marty McFly's dad.
George McFly.
Oh yeah, he was in one of them.
Yeah, I think he was in. It was 2 or 3. I'm trying to remember. I know he got killed with a corkscrew.
No, that was 4. That's right. I was drawing a blank for a bit. Yeah, dead fuck. That's what I call him. I couldn't think of the.
You're a dead fuck.
Yeah. No, that was and he got the meat cleaver to the face. He got the corkscrew to the hand, the meat cleaver to the face afterwards.
Get your hands off her, Biff.
Man, he did. He did pretty good. I think he starred in a couple of movies, and then I think he did other stuff like. I mean,
What's
you know,
up? What's wrong, McFly? Huh? Chicken?
Nobody calls me chicken.
Marty!
You know, I wish that Shelley from Part 3 moved on and did more shit. I don't think he did, but that was a good character
He
in Part
reminds
3.
me of the fucking dude who just got hit with the axe in the clip we just lost.
Yeah, that was like
I don't even know the
His long lost cousin.
it was like Shelley. It's like Shelley was like awkward, but you know, trying to be funny. This dude seemed like he was just awkward and annoying. He's like, I'm gonna keep bothering you with my chocolate bar.
He was retarded.
and his
Yeah, you know.
sweatpants and shit. Fucking pig.
I'm not gonna say I don't like saying that word.
What? What'd you say?
It was a mental facility that they're.
Yeah.
Oh, good call. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was trying not to say it. Mike was like, "Yeah, it was retarded." I was like, "Yeah, you know, I don't. It's not that I don't like saying that word."
I mean, what was her face? The old lady with the big fat junior kid
Oh, yeah,
in there.
she had the gruel or whatever that they were all eating and shit.
Eat your fucking slop.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was you big dildo. Eat your fucking slop.
Goddamn. And just like some of the other ones, that one, the climax took place in a barn.
Yeah. Now it's pretty wild.
You know, Back to the Future was brought up. You know, is Christopher Lloyd been in anything where it didn't seem like he was just like whacked out on
Dude, no,
psychedelics
no.
other than Suburban Commando?
Dude, he's been playing crazy people for quite some time.
He's fucking awesome. From his breakout role, Jim on Taxi, the Reverend Jim. You all ever watch his clips of Taxi with fucking Christopher Lloyd? And he brings in the fucking cocaine brownies and shit. Danny DeVito gets. Yeah, oh god, that shit's classic, dude. That's classic TV shit.
No, it was funny. I found Nobody, that movie.
Yeah.
Nobody. I found it in the
Bob
bargain
Odenkirk.
bin.
I still gotta watch that shit,
Yeah,
man.
Christopher Lloyd's in there, you know, and he plays just a crazy old man who likes shotguns. But yeah, it was funny because we were talking about that, and you and I were having this was weeks ago. Start talking about, man, has he never been a crazy person? And then I'm sitting there, turn YouTube on, and there's a movie where he's like a crazy man at a summer camp or something. It's a brand new movie.
Is he like bringing back his
They
character
were
from Camp
advertising
Nowhere
it
or
on
some
YouTube
shit?
ads.
It just
Did it-
might be his
Wait,
personality.
was it like a sequel to Camp Nowhere or
No,
some shit? Because
no,
wasn't he a
no.
crazy dude in that fucking kids movie from our time?
No, he's
That's funny because I was sitting there thinking about that.
no, that would be an interesting one, yeah. Camp Nowhere, where it's just like him as an old man and he's still scamming parents out of their summer camp money.
Dude, he plays different kinds of crazy. Doc Brown was like genius crazy. fucking Doom was psychopath crazy and Roger Rabbit, dude.
Yeah,
Bring me some dip.
Yeah, Suburban Commando, he kind of tried to play like a straight-laced businessman.
Yeah.
I was frozen today.
Suburban Commando. You know, fun fact, a young Undertaker is in that movie. He's one of the villains.
He's one of the bounty hunters.
The one with the red mullet.
Oh, yeah? Nuh-uh.
Get right out of town.
And then even Camp Nowhere, he played a weirdo, but not like crazy, you know, like he's played in other movies. Like nice crazy. Talk to in a Wawa parking lot for 10 or 15 minutes longer than you would like normal people.
Dude, I want to see a movie that features both crazy Woody Harrelson and crazy Christopher Lloyd together.
That'd be good.
Yeah, I could see that.
Oh, fuck yeah. You could just put random crazy you know what? Sprinkle a little Danny DeVito in there.
You said little Danny DeVito.
Jesus Christ. That dude's crazy as fuck. Yeah, I was gonna say, that's another one. Another one from Taxi. Also, he was a dickhead in that shit.
Well, he did help get Arnold Schwarzenegger pregnant one time.
Did you ever see?
He was in that one too.
Yeah.
And then he was in Twins with weird.
Yeah. Well, and it's probably one of those things where
Everybody wants to hang out with Danny DeVito.
Yeah. No, I was. You know what? I would hang out with Danny DeVito.
Fuck yeah, I'd smoke pot with Danny DeVito. I bet you it's fun as hell.
I know I've showed you clips, but did you ever watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
I barely looked at it, honestly.
It's really good.
His character is fucking hilarious in it.
Like, what the? Yeah, you're kind of hilarious. Like, what the fuck? Hilarious. Yeah. He seemed like he just had fun playing that crazy shit.
Yeah,
Frank.
Like, they drew first blood. Huh. Hey, that's the line from Rambo. No, it isn't. I made that up.
How many seasons did that go for?
Man,
dude,
is it still
like it went for a lot, and I didn't see any of the newer seasons, but you know they have been doing it for a while, so the characters are aging and their looks are changing. And if you look at
God damn, how old is Danny DeVito though?
Well, he's at that point now where it's just he's just.
But he's still doing crazy shit.
You know how like
I understand.
You know how like a piece of fruit will get like so old that it's just done being wrinkled. It's just rotting from the inside. That's what most. Yeah, it's just. Yeah, he's gonna always look that old until he dies. He's aged as far as he's going to, and now he could just play the craziest fucking characters because he does normal stuff too. I mean, you can hear him do like he does like ads for Jersey Mike's or something like that.
Yeah, he's funny as hell.
Yeah,
and some of the shit again,
he plays a crazy person very well.
And he's good at playing an angry person. Like in Taxi, he was just a fucking asshole. He was a fucking asshole all the time, man. When you had that magic with him. And then Christopher Lloyd playing Jim, and then fucking Andy Kaufman playing the foreigner locked up, man. Bunch of crazy fucks. Of course, again, Danny DeVito was just angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Crazy, angry Danny DeVito. And tripped out Christopher Lloyd. Oh my God. Make it happen. Somebody make it happen.
Get the word out.
Redo Taxi. Just now. with all the original characters.
Honestly,
well,
remakes
them,
are the big thing now. Remakes are the big thing, so.
Don't ruin it, though. You got to make Reverend Jim the focal point, not Judd Hirsch's character. The dude who was in, like, Independence Day, Jeff Goldblum's dad. That dude was, like, the main dude in Taxi. Yeah, you're too bland, dude. Yeah, you're good and you're serious. We want the crazy. And then, of course, we can't bring back Andy Kaufman from the dead. Unfortunately, some people said he faked his death. I don't. Yeah.
Whatever. Just AI him into fucking. Just AI him into existence.
We get Jim
Oh yeah,
Carrey
that's
to
right.
do
We got
it again.
technology now.
Get Jim Carrey to do it.
Oh shit.
Yeah. He was good. He was good in the movie. He was kind of a dick when he was apparently making it.
Goodness. Excuse me.
I'm a lot guy.
Supposed to overlap.
Jesus Christ! One more time.
They broke into the mall for the wildest all-night party of their lives.
They're dead meat.
But you're never alone in the chopping mall.
What's that?
Robot blood. Chopping mall. Where shopping costs you an arm and a leg.
An arm and a leg.
Perhaps a penis.
It's just hilarious. I remember watching this movie and basically living in a video store when I was a kid. And I'm looking at the original thing here, and it's like a zombie hand holding onto like a handbag, which doesn't make sense. It's a movie about robots, security robots driving through a fucking mall, terrorizing these, you know, let's be honest, probably like 23-year-old teenagers.
It's a way to reel people in.
Seems like the type of movie you could see with a double feature with like what Maniac Cop.
I either
Was it
own
Bruce
that
Campbell
or I
in that one
used
of
to
those?
own that, and Maniac Cop was good.
Wasn't Bruce Campbell in it?
Yeah. Wait, I'm thinking of the wrong movie. I'm thinking Maniac in general.
Yeah.
No, I'm
yeah.
thinking Maniac Cop.
No, there's shit. There's one about a prisoner or something who dies like on an electric chair or something. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Shit.
And their soul comes back in one of the robots in Chopping Mall. Or come back in a doll like Charles Lee Ray.
Hey, why not?
What's that?
Why not?
Yeah. It's terrifying. Terrified the shit. Fucking scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. You
Is that what
stupid
the cover,
bitch!
it's all blurry. Is that what the cover looked like?
That's what I had, and
All
what
right.
this fucker would do was like
Yeah,
cut off
1980.
scalps and shit and put them on mannequins and everything of his victims. But no, it was really good.
Oh man.
Maniac.
Yeah, Maniac Cop. I mean, that was another one of the questions we asked too, or at least I asked. It was, do you have a favorite cheesy horror movie? And that's when you were like, I don't know, man. Sleepaway Camp.
Sleepaway Camp is good.
They're cheesy, but it's like demented masterpiece. Dude, that's... I think the second one rivals the first sometimes.
We didn't mention a penis. Nobody mentioned the penis.
Oh, you talking about the end when they figure it out?
She is a he.
You know, I believe it's Bruce Springsteen's sister that plays the fucking villain in that movie.
Angela Baker.
believe so. It's somebody who was actually pretty famous that played the villain in Sleepaway Camp.
She actually was proud of playing as Angela Baker.
It was a fucking landmark role, dude.
Yeah, no, she
It's not like she was the ice cream man.
she did commentary on the movies with a few other people actually, and it was actually pretty good to watch and listen to. It was on the old DVDs I had where it had like the survival kit looking shit in the DVD case.
Yeah, because it came with like 3 of them, right?
Yeah. And I know you probably haven't seen it, but Return to Sleepaway Camp is good.
I mean, fucking death scenes in those movies, man. I mean, they show shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's one of those gems you had to have rented, you know, because sometimes you rent horror movies and you base it off the cover and it's like, oh, this could be really good. And I was like, this boring as fucking hell.
Yeah.
And then you get those ones where it's like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Like,
Silent Night, Deadly Night.
and that one has a cool cover though too. You know, isn't that like the
Yes.
axe coming out of the chimney? But I'll tell you, when I saw Dead Alive and you look at the cover looks cool. You know, the stretching of the face and like the zombie.
Oh yeah.
Did you expect that to be what the fuck it was though, compared to the cover?
No. And there was a lot that were kind of like crazy. I mean, and since Sleepaway Camp, you couldn't really. I mean, it started off like that, but it just took a insane twist.
Yeah.
You know?
It was like
So-
somebody just said, "Fuck it, we're gonna do whatever we want. We don't care. give us the NC-17 rating. We don't give a damn."
That's what we always look for. NC-17.
Yeah. All the stuff they tried to censor,
Oh, I know.
and now you can just see it on your phone. No worries. It's just, here you go, child. Here's this thing that has all of the images ever in the world. Just put it in your pocket and try not to look at everything.
2 seconds later, what's that? That's a penis.
Golly. Oh shit. Woo. Gassy.
No, it's totally cool. Done that like 3 or 4 times already.
You know, I'm still waiting on a remake for Silent Night, Deadly Night. And you know it's funny because I wait to see a preview both every Halloween time and every Christmas time because you know they're going to do that.
It's
They're gonna
been
drop
talked
it.
about.
Huh?
It's been talked about, and I really thought they were because, especially there was that. I think I got you a couple issues. They put out
The
that
comic.
mini series of the comic book last year. That had me thinking they were going to do it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, usually that's like, it's kind of like, hey, we're releasing this comic. And then, yeah.
Yeah, get in y'all's heads. Get ready. No, and I hope they stick with, you know, natural, just psychopathic killer like he is, you know? The only other shit there was is all this, you know, like what Krampus and other stupid, like demonic Santa.
Well-
no, fuck
Oh,
all
yeah.
that. Just a nutcase that came from, you know, fucking nuns beating them and shit.
You saw the Grindhouse movies, right? Like
Yeah, I remember.
Planet Terror and
Yes,
Death Proof.
yes.
Do you remember the trailers they had in the middle of it? Like one of them was Machete, and they
Yeah.
turned that.
Oh,
You saw they're putting Thanksgiving out, right? Which almost seems like a Thanksgiving version of. Did you see that, Ryan?
I remember the ad.
It's actually gonna
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. They're actually putting that fucking movie out, though. I think it's coming out like next month, but it almost seems like a Thanksgiving version of Silent Night, Deadly Night. The way the trailer looks. Looks like it might. I'm curious. I wonder. I think Eli Roth did that trailer for Grindhouse. I wonder if he's. I haven't bothered to look it up, but I wonder if he's the one directing the actual movie. Thanksgiving.
If they pull it off, that would be pretty good. I mean, come on, like Halloween, normally just a weird kind of time, anyways. And then there's this one day where everybody could just dress up like whatever and go do whatever. And then as long as nobody saw who you really were, you could do whatever. We do like the kindergarten version of The Purge right now. But yeah, Thanksgiving though. How'd you make that spooky?
I don't know, man. It can get brutal.
I mean, the way I see it, it would just be like some psycho dad that's like tired of his family and just wants to slaughter them.
It's probably somebody broke out of an asylum or something with some traumatic memories as a child. Probably killed somebody as a child. And I'm willing to bet they're going to use hot oil because a lot of people like fucking dipping their fucking turkeys in that oil, and that shit is delicious. They got to use that shit as like a death scene. Just like somebody just get that shit all over their body and dunk somebody's kid in it or something. Just not the dog.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah,
can't.
fuck that. You can't have that.
Can't fuck with the dogs, man.
Just little Johnny and Timmy.
Want to drop that crotch goblin in there? Feel free though.
Yeah, you can watch some of the most heinous shit happen to another human being in a horror movie. God damn it, Patrick Bateman, why'd you have to fucking kick that dog to death? You were such a smooth, cool psychopath, and then you had to fucking kick that dog, and now it's like, nah, you're not cool anymore, bro.
Yeah, that's
We're
how I
waiting
felt
for
with
you
Michael
to get
Myers.
yours, motherfucker. Don't just stare at it, eat it.
Get a goddamn job, Al.
How'd you lose your job? Insider trading? Kidding. I don't know, Al. I don't think there's anything I can do for you.
Fucking piece of shit.
You reek of shit.
Yeah, friend of mine's favorite part of that, breaking it off with oh yeah, spoiler alert. He's breaking it off with Evelyn. He's like, you're just not terribly important to me. And then she just starts crying in the restaurant.
It's like, damn, bitch, you got off easy.
Yes. In that movie, yes. I'm not going to be a book nerd about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, I don't mind spoiling a fucking hour and a half movie. I encourage everybody to read that book.
Dirty ass fucking book.
Yes, it is.
That's how it goes with books, though.
Yeah. That and Blood Meridian. I wanted to make the joke. I've got both of those on my Audible account, and I've listened to them like a lot more than I've listened to other books that I've had. I'm just waiting for like Audible to like send me a message. I'm like, bing. Hey, you okay, buddy? Listening to American Psycho and Blood Meridian like a lot. You doing okay?
Put a red flag on you.
No, they'll give me a badge. They give me a badge and I can click on it and then post it on Facebook and brag about it there too.
See this?
This is how much I listen to books.
I am the authority.
I don't want to know what my I don't know what they have the actual amount of time to like the days and months that you've been listening to their app, and I know it's past 14 days. I've got books that are like 2 days long. I think Infinite Jest is I think it's longer than the Bible. The Bible's like 76 hours long on audiobook.
Is the Quran on there?
Yeah, they got them all.
Cool.
Well, except for
What
that
about
one.
the Taliban? Work in progress.
No, they're not going to have that on there.
Yeah. Why not?
Oh, I don't know. You have to ask them.
You know, I'd like to take this time
Who's that?
just to make a little bit of a correction with this Warrington Gillette. That, you know,
Yes.
That was not his real face, the way he looked. I don't know why I'm mistaken that. You know, it could be the Mandela effect. Maybe it was another reality. Maybe that is how you looked, Mr. Warrington. But I'll have you know that that's all I'm apologizing for, because you were not Jason in the rest of the film. You were unmasked Jason at the end. So you know what? Steve Dash, good job for being most of Jason and Jason's stunt double and
Steve
all that.
Dash.
Steve Dash.
I like how your apology just turned into a thank you to somebody else.
Thank you, Steve Dash.
Oh
You
man.
walk with the best of them. Walk hard.
Yeah, and then there was a couple of other actors that we forgot to mention their names. Crispin Glover, he's doing all right. He played Jimmy Mortimer. Larry Zerner played Shelley. And Dominic Brescia played Joey. And died in 1985 in the movie and died in November 26, 2018 in real life. The other two are doing fine. One's a lawyer, one's Crispin Glover. You know who he is.
McFly! Get your hands off her. Oh, yeah.
Manure! Gonna make like a tree and get out of here.
It's Leaf, you idiot. It's Leaf.
I'll tell you what, man. Biff had some creepy eyes. Especially old Biff.
Oh, man.
Pedophile looking motherfucker. Take this. Trust me. What's your problem, old man? Forget how the scene went, you know. Young Biff and old Biff.
Yeah.
Either way, it's creepy ass looking Biff and his creepy eyes. And you like become like the mayor or some shit.
Hey, pretty much ran everything.
Yeah.
The luckiest man in the world.
Is that like this one area because Biff becomes mayor or some shit? Or whatever he becomes, it was like everything becomes like this fucking shit out of goddamn fucking Blade Runner or something.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a shit city. You got the principal out in the front porch with a shotgun and everything.
All just because Biff takes control. You really are an asshole.
And doesn't he do it by having somebody travel back in time and then like I
Yeah,
think
makes
play,
the
like,
bets and shit.
yeah, not
It's Marty's fault though at the end of the day.
not the stock market.
Yeah, sports bets.
Yeah, bet on these sports teams.
Yeah, and then he finally did like a huge horse race bet, and that's what made him his big win. And that's why he was considered luckiest man in the world. And you know, it's funny because Futurama did an episode that was similar to that, where Fry's brother was, you know, the luckiest man in the world, and you know, I believe shit changed, and that was with a 4-leaf clover or something. But they pulled a similar episode with all that, where he had to go back in time.
I feel like they took that one down a real dark road too at the end of it, didn't they?
I think
The
so.
one
It's
with
been a while since
Futurama.
I've seen
I don't
it.
know. It gets weird with some of that. A good episode. I know the one you're talking about.
Oh, you're
When he
talking about
loses-
other episodes.
the-
It gets dark.
Like, well, I thought that one it did eventually once he
Yeah.
loses the luck and all that shit.
Yeah. No, Futurama was really good.
Fuck yeah. Classic. Snoo snoo. What's snoo snoo? Snoo snoo.
right, so what the fuck is that look for?
I have no idea.
Earlier today, I ended up watching Winnie the Pooh. I believe it's subtitled Blood and Honey.
Is that what they called it?
Yes, I believe Blood and Honey or Honey and Blood, something like that. Yeah. So,
Are they hunting down like Christopher Robin?
yeah, so how it starts out basically is that the story is that Christopher Robin is a stupid little kid, and this is pretty much how they're telling it just about, is that he's a stupid little kid who stumbles upon these abominations or half human, half animals in the middle of the woods, and he talks to them and hangs with them, but he's bringing food to them every day. They were out there starving is what was going on. And see, he starts bonding with them as he's growing. He's bringing them food every day, and they relied on him. And off Christopher Robin goes to college, left them high and dry. These motherfuckers, so they start going crazy. They can't find food. What do? Winnie the Pooh suggests that one of them has to take one for the team, and the rest can eat. So they choose the weakest one, Eeyore.
Oh! I thought you were gonna say Rue.
No, and unfortunately, just a spoiler alert on anyone who hasn't seen it yet, 'cause this is pretty new, but so you don't get to see Owl. They are mentioned in a cartoon form at the beginning during all this.
But there's no Owl.
No Owl, no Rabbit, no Tigger. You'll only see Winnie the Pooh and
How can you not
Piglet.
have Tigger in it?
I don't know what they plan on doing, but it was just Winnie the Pooh and Piglet running the show. It never mentioned about them killing and eating any of the other ones.
Dude, a sadistic Tigger would have been awesome.
That's why I
With
was
that
waiting
happy
on.
go, and then hacking away and shit.
So basically, they all grew demented. Christopher Robin brings this girl that he is his fiance. I guess met in college and everything, and he's told her all about these friends of his, and she thinks that they're imaginary friends, but she's going along, and he's like trying to prove it to her by taking her out in the woods where there's that, and of course they have these fucked up places built up like with sticks and like it looks like Texas Chainsaw like fortress. Get
out of here, man.
Dude, no, and so again, spoiler alert, the first kill is his goddamn fiance, and of course she's getting spooked. At first they hide for a while, and I think it's Piglet that comes in. Of course, I think she finds a picture, and she asks him, like, is that supposed to be you? And he's like, I don't know why they would draw this. He's thinking they're still good, but I guess it's a picture of them killing him. I don't think I remember them showing it. But yeah, so they see blood around areas, and Piglet comes in, drops a bloody hatchet or whatever, and lays down and sleeps on the bed. And yeah, eventually they try to get away, but Pooh catches up and kills them. But yeah, dude, Piglet's all deformed. They're supposed to be half human, half animal abominations lost in the woods. Is how this goes, and they're psychotic.
Sounds like something out of like Pam's Labyrinth or some shit.
But they keep it real, just people in the woods and shit, and just I think it ends up being, because I got a little bit lost in some of the story, but I think it ends up being others coming in. Christopher Robin, they held him hostage, and but as they're butchering people, they're fucking eating them and shit, and Winnie the Pooh sitting there shoving honey in his mouth and drooling it back out and shit. He has this psychotic smile on his face. There's a lot of gore. It's gory, okay? So just letting you know, it's good. I liked it. It wasn't fantastic, but it was worth the watch. For those of you who haven't seen it, this one is not too cheesy. Worth the watch.
Jesus Christ. Oh, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
Hey,
I done told you half the movie.
a lot of remakes. They just try and rehash the same story. It's telling an old story that I don't think anybody's tried to remake into a very gory movie. It sounds like I might have to check it out.
Gory and demented. That's what I liked about
What's
it.
it on?
That was on Peacock. I believe.
Okay.
So
Sounds like some weird shit. What's the name of it? The actual name of it,
I
though?
believe it's Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, just Piglet alone, look, they both look demented, really. But yeah,
Huh.
it's great.
They couldn't have like been all you're like the tale of the 100-acre wood or some shit like that. No, blood, Winnie the Pooh, blood and honey,
Hey, what else was there to name it?
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were real clever with theirs.
Winnie the Pooh, Thanksgiving. It's a mashup.
Oh bother.
Sound like Deadly Night Thanksgiving version.
You know, that's terrible. Mike just dated us on this one because it's like, man, I just wanted this to think like, this was like a recording we made in like the 1980s about our favorite fucking movies. This is the most, well, we couldn't go all the way to the 80s, or some of it was in the 90s, but that one's new. The
Yeah,
Blood
that
and Honey
just
movie,
came
that's
out,
new.
right?
Yeah, as a matter of
Is
fact,
that supposed to be like the Halloween movie to watch?
don't think so. You know what? That's a good question. What is? I think The
I know, right?
Exorcist one is supposed to be the Halloween movie.
Oh, okay, because
That newest one.
Yeah, I believe so. But I could be wrong. But
Didn't you watch a new one recently that was with Russell Crowe?
it was like the Pope's Exorcist or
I
something.
watched that too. It was. I don't think it was bad, but yeah, it wasn't anything special. This other Exorcist, I'd like to. Really,
Was it Fat Russell Crowe?
Fat Russell Crowe? He was fat, wasn't he?
It's kind of.
Sometimes, I mean, Russell Crowe, he was the gladiator, but I noticed he'll play like a fat dude in
Are you
movies.
body
sometimes.
shaming Russell Crowe?
No, he's
You're
good at
body
playing a
shaming
fat
Russell
guy.
Crowe. Are you listening to this, Russell Crowe? He's body shaming you, man. I body shamed Warren to Gillette's face.
Yeah, he just
You're
looks
fat
like
shaming.
Shake that body.
All over the place. Yeah.
It's about where it started. I mean, where we ended before.
Wait, is it recording still?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I thought so.
Yes,
at
we're
first until
still
you said that.
recording, Miguel.
Dear God.
Just for the machine.
I tried to play They're Coming to Get You, Barbara, and it ain't loading up.
For the
damn.
machine. Welcome, my son. Welcome to the machine. Freaking yeah. Freak out. Oh, I need to be whipped with chains.